Liam Spencer has been the catalyst for Linn this season. The sophomore guard leads the team in scoring and steals, with his all-around play making him one of the top performers in the Northwest Athletic Conference.
Alongside Spencer is Cade Smith, a sophomore wing whose well-rounded game makes him a key contributor tonight. Whether it's scoring, rebounding, or defense, Smith brings a little bit of everything for the Roadrunners.
It's another overcast and cloudy day here in Albany, Oregon, and the NWAC season is winding down. And tonight, the Linn Roadrunners wrap up their final home game of the season as they take on the Chemeketa Storm. I'm Brad Whitman alongside Brady, Elliott, and it's a special time here in Albany as it's sophomore night for the Roadrunners.
That's right, Brad. It's the last time this season the Roadrunners will take their home court. And while it's been an uphill battle this year, they're not out of the playoff race just yet.
Yeah, Linn enters tonight with an 11-15 overall record, sitting 6-7 in the South region. They're 4-4 in their last 8 games. They need to string together 3 straight wins to close their season to still have a shot at that playoff push.
That's right, Brad. And on the other side, the Chemeketa Storm come out at an 8-18 overall and just 3-11 in the South region. They're out of the playoff picture, but they'd love nothing more than to spoil the Roadrunners' postseason push and their sophomore night celebration.
Yeah, but the Storm do have their work cut out for them, as just 3 days ago, the Roadrunners pulled off an impressive win, taking down Umpqua, a top 3 team in the South region, 83-74. Liam Spencer had a career-high 37 points. Micah Mendoza added 20, and Cade Smith posted 18 points and 10 rebounds for his 5th career double-double.
That win over Umpqua was a big statement for the Roadrunners, and now they're ready to cap off their home season strong.
With the sophomores ready to shine in their final game, let's take a look at today's starting lineups. For the Linn Roadrunners, Micah Mendoza and Eli Lerman, the 2 freshmen, starting tonight. Liam Spencer just coming off that 37-point game. Cade Smith, Cedric Barnes, who's starting at the 5 tonight.
And for the projected Chemeketa lineup tonight, we've got Kenton Wright, Cooper Gobel, the leading scorer for the Storm, Cabe Winnington, Trey Wall, and Kellen Sandy.
It's sure to be a night to remember, but we're going to take a quick break for the sophomore night ceremony and the national anthem. Stay tuned. We'll be back with tip-off in just a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to Linn Community College tip-off. Getting set to go between Linn and Chemeketa. Cedric Barnes versus Gabe Wigington on the tip to try and who will decide the first possession of this matchup. Linn, as mentioned, trying to stay in the hunt for that playoff push. They need a win here, and they need 2 more after it. Linn fighting for their first possession. Cedric Barnes on sophomore night getting the start. Seen him getting a couple more. Micah Mendoza drives, left-handed finish to open things up for the Beaks.
Good aggressive start there for Mendoza. Right down the lane for the 2.
Great early pickup. We know that the Roadrunners want to score early here, Brady. They want to pressure Chemeketa, force them at their pace, and Cedric Barnes, a big block versus Ken Wright.
Great double team there. Like we said, they're staying aggressive on defense, trying to force those turnovers. Got one there.
Cedric Barnes standing at 6'3", not the tallest big on the lineup for Linn, but boy, does he have a presence as he's going to take the quick pass and finish. It's going to be Mendoza on the assist and Barnes on the bucket.
Like to see Mendoza active early, getting that first point there and an assist. Going to see a foul from Spencer.
And that's going to be on Kellen Sandy, the sophomore guard, as he falls in the paint. First foul on the board for Linn. Chemeketa still looking to break through. Nothing in the first minute of play. Opening look here from Sandy. 3 no good. Rebound battle for it. Looked to be off the hand of Wigington. No. It'll be off of Cade Smith. Chemeketa will retain possession.
Going to see a lot of battle on the boards tonight. Both teams not the tallest, so going to be a fight for who's more physical.
Yeah, when these teams faced off back in January, about a month ago, Linn had that 83-78 victory. It was a very close one. Boards were almost identical. The 2 big differences were turnovers. Linn had a lot of turnovers, but their 3-point shooting made up for it and got them the win. Cedric Barnes picking up a big rebound there to open up his boards on the night. Lerman over to Liam Spencer, that lead scorer, drives into the paint, loses control. Smith able to snatch it up, goes up with the left, can't get the finish. Chemeketa, a nice stop there, but still looking to score their first points.
Seeing a quick double there from Smith.
Ken Wright drives in right side, finds the lane, can't find the finish. Wigington on the putback, gets it to go. Chemeketa cut the lead in half with their first bucket. First 2 minutes gone. Still a pretty low scoring start. Nice pass in from Lerman, and Smith has got the finish. Seeing a lot of great ball movement early on here from the Roadrunners.
Good pass there from Lerman, leading the team in assists. Got a nice one there.
Lerman, again, him and Mendoza, the only freshmen starting, as some nice defense there from Micah. Will hold off another basket. Barnes picks up his second rebound early. Liam Spencer drives, playing off that screen from Smith, gives it back to him. Didn't want to pull up, was afraid of the block from behind as Sandy was lurking. A drive on the far side. Liam Spencer got it to go. A tough fall, but a big bucket there to make it 8-2.
Big strong drive there from Spencer. Both him and Mendoza going to the basket hard early.
Big turnover there as Ken Wright couldn't hold on to it inside. This one still held on to by Smith. Goes inside to Barnes. Big play. Another great pass inside. Immediately timeout called by Chemeketa. Head coach Jeff Williams just letting things simmer down as Lynn Benton, 3 minutes in, already up 10-2.
Great start for Lynn Benton. As we mentioned earlier, they want to get out in transition, stay physical. Great early start here, just 3 minutes in.
Yeah, we talked to a few of the Lynn Benton players going for this matchup. They know they need this win to keep their playoff push going. They know they need to get 2 wins after it. They take on Clark in Southwestern Oregon to end their season. Of course, they need the win here. They need to take down Clark. That's going to be another tough matchup in the South region. And then they play Southwestern Oregon away. If they take them down, they might just have a shot, but they need a little bit of help from the Lakers, as the Lakers need to lose one of their next 2 matchups. They play one tonight. They also play one on the 24th. If they lose one of those 2 and Lynn Benton beat them on Wednesday, the Roadrunners can make it into the playoffs. But again, it is no small feat. It's not going to be easy. And it all starts here tonight at home on sophomore night. The Storm looking to build. Nice pass inside to Trey Wald. Getting double teamed right. Has it. Jumper just short of the elbow. Will fall. Chemeketa add on 2 more. They're back within 6.
Nice play there from Wright. Got that ball and quick 2.
Mendoza to Spencer. Over to Lerman. Screen set by Smith. Mendoza pulls up for 3. Right side. Got it to go. Micah Mendoza. A big triple on the board. His first, potentially, of many.
Like to see no hesitation there. Just catch and shoot right through the basket. Good defense there from Spencer.
Big steal, sees Smith down low, will elect to take it himself. Spin move, left hand up, will draw the foul. No, it's going to be blown dead on a travel from Spencer. A good steal, not quite able to take advantage. Checking in, Caden Holm, the freshman center for the Storm. He'll get his first minutes for Chemeketa. Him being the only designated center on the roster for the Storm. And the only freshman on the court now for Chemeketa. 4 minutes gone here in the first half. Lynn Benton, a solid 9-point lead they've been able to build, looking to extend it to double digits. Want to stop here. Wright, guarded by Mendoza. Wright dives in, gets the quick put up for 2 more.
Good couple jab steps there, creating some space. Another easy 2 for Wright.
Mendoza pass inside, no look to Spencer. No foul called, but it's going to be called off the leg of Trey Wall. So possession will stay with the Roadrunners, but some heavy contact there inside.
Good active hands from Wright, stripping that ball. Let's see what the Roadrunners can do with this possession.
Lerman on the transfer, finding a little bit of room up to the glass. Will draw a shooting foul, and Eli Lerman, a nice drive on his first attempt, and he'll get 2 shots for the Runners.
Like to see this aggressive play from the Roadrunner guards. All 3 guards having really strong drives to the basket, and Lerman here able to draw the foul for 2.
Yeah, we're looking to see them really attack the paint in this matchup. Again, we talked with the team before, and they really want to limit Chemeketa's long-range shooting. They want to make it a scrappy battle down low. Linben have always seemed to thrive there, have some big men who are not afraid of getting physical, and you even have guys who are a little bit smaller, Micah Mendoza being that player to name. Went toe-to-toe with Umpqua back at home just a few days ago, and he went right at a couple 6'8" players in the paint, including the lead blocker in the NWAC in Bowen Davies, and what a sight it was to watch. And he's not afraid as one of the only starting 5 as a freshman. Ken Wright will lose possession.
Like to see Mendoza fight through that screen, get that foul called. There's that physicality we're talking about right there.
See another substitution in. Ethan 9, the freshman forward for Chemeketa, will swap in for home, as well as seeing Cooper Goebel back on the floor in place of Gabe Wigington. Goebel, leading scorer for Chemeketa, hasn't started in all of the games for the Storm, but has made his presence known in about every single one he's a part of.
Definitely. Let's see if he can make an impact on this defensive end here.
Spencer behind the back, regains control, trying to play around. Cedric Barnes will pull up for 3 in the corner, gets it to go. Liam Spencer, a big triple to open up, and Lynn Benton 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Great start for Lynn Benton, shooting over 85% early. Great start.
Now might give up an open look here, that they do. Goebel pulls up, responds with a triple of his own. And that's a guy the Roadrunners can't let get hot. We talked about that long-range shooting just a moment ago, and we're going to see an off-ball foul. It looked to be on Cade Smith. That it is, and that'll bring us to our first media timeout. 5:25 down here in the first half. Chemeketa trailing by 8. Lindben took control early, have been able to hold it. We'll see how much of a lead they're able to build going out through this half, because Chemeketa, you know they can fight back. I think their record not really showing what kind of team they are, being 8-18 overall, 3-11 in the South. Doesn't look great on paper, but they can fight with the best of them.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And tonight I think they're looking to play spoiler here on sophomore night for Lynn Benton. As we said, Lynn Benton has that opportunity to make a playoff spot, and I think Chemeketa would like nothing more than to spoil that opportunity.
And in recorded matchups over the last 7 seasons, Chemeketa hold a 9-6 head-to-head record over Lynn Benton. While we don't have the full historical record available online, these recent meetings give us a solid look at what has happened within the last decade between these two teams. And again, when they last faced off back in January, Lynn Benton got the W. And we'll see if Chemeketa can even out this series here this season. Of course, always play an opponent twice throughout the season, get those 2 conference play matchups in the South. But Liam Spencer led the charge with 25 points, 4 assists, and 4 blocks last time. Cade Smith filled the stat sheets all over, had 14 points, 5 boards, and a strong defensive performance. Eli Lerman, he had 12 points and 4 assists. Gabe Townsend, he had a force inside with 10 points and 8 rebounds. And speaking of, he's on the floor now, guarding in the corner. But play back underway here in the first half. Pulling up for 3, Kellen Sandy. This one aired out over the rim. Kept in bounds just for a moment. Won't stay in, though. A good effort on the far side for Chemeketa. That was Ethan 9 trying to keep it in bounds. Lynn Benton trying to extend the lead to 10. Townsend over to Spencer. Driving down towards the baseline. Might have the reverse. Does indeed. A beautiful finish from Liam Spencer. His full performance out on display.
Great footwork there, tight rope in that baseline, able to contort his body and finish there for 2.
And Lynn Benton have been shooting exceptionally well to start out this first half. That one picked away by Lerman, but right out of bounds. More than that, though, the coaching staff giving him some applause on the bench, just knowing that he's there, he's present in that play, and he's just playing disruptor.
Active hands right there. Great play from Lerman. Let's see if Lynn Benton can keep up that physical defense.
Pass inside, basket won't count. We're going to see a foul before the shot, and it looks to be on Lerman. So that's going to be the 3rd team foul early on here for Lynn Benton. LBCC are a top 3 turnover team, and a lot of those are due to fouling trouble, where they have possession, have some of those offensive fouls, and will change things up as Trey Wall, he'll put away 2 to get Chemeketa into the double digits. Micah Young on the floor, the sophomore from Beaverton. The sophomore from Salem, a bit of a fan favorite here in Lynn Bend. Townsend trying to power his way through, can't get it. Barnes loses control of the rebound. It'll fall to the Storm.
Like to see Lynn Benton be physical on defense, but like we said, we can't see him foul, can't get in foul trouble early. Try to limit those turnovers.
Nice play inside to Ethan 9. He's on the board for the Storm. Townsend back out to Mendoza. As Young on the far side, Barnes creeping up for a potential screen. He'll set it. Mendoza out to Townsend. Corner three, up and good. Gabe Townsend on the board here in sophomore night.
Great play there for the Roadrunners. Townsend in the corner, waiting for that ball, and drains the three.
Townsend, a freshman from Gresham, and now he's going to have a huge block on the other end. Gabe Townsend, a three and a block all in one sequence. Liam Spencer, the up and over, no good. A battle for this rebound. Townsend keeps it in play. It'll fall to right, keeps it in well with a great touch. Goes up for the lay-in.
Chaotic sequence there, but good possessions for Chemeketa recently. Good put in for Townsend in transition.
Speedy transition there from the Roadrunners. Barnes into Mendoza, immediately got it down low to Gabe Townsend. Townsend's a guy, he can have his nights. Usually comes in a little bit later for the Roadrunners, as we saw here tonight, but he can really step up when he needs to. Three put away from the far side. Kellen Sandy going to get his first bucket. He was 0 for 2 from beyond the arc before that.
Chemeketa really feeling in this game right now, kind of leveling out. Good couple possessions late. Cut it to a 6-point game here.
It has been a very quick-paced offensive start to this matchup. First 8 minutes gone. Messiah Ford, Jackson Oglesby will check in. The crowd cheering on the sophomore from Salem in Messiah Ford. Jackson Oglesby, the 6'8 freshman, has been a big part of the paint play for Lynn Bend this season. He'll get the inbound pass out to Young. Looking to reset. Corner three, Liam Spencer. This one not gonna fall. Some good defense there from Chemeketa, being able to stay in it.
Good set play for Lynn Benton, just Spencer not able to cash that three in.
Also on the floor for Chemeketa, Jace Aguilar has a good defensive stop there. Aguilar wearing 0, guarding Townsend. Liam Spencer shaking up the defense, finds his way through, behind the back pass to Oglesby, won't fall through. And that was a good defensive stop from Chemeketa, as a highlight reel play on the way denied.
Little flashy there from Spencer. Good pass though, and Ogletree is not able to, not able to finish that layup there.
Wigington back on the floor for the Storm, as well as Sawyer Heald getting his first moments. Pulling up for three, this one will drop. The quick response from Ethan 9. And we just talked about it, Brady, the three-point shooting for Chemeketa. Can't let him heat up. Liam Spencer towards the rim, swatted by Goebel. Sent right back the other way, the Storm. Moving down the court, 9 pulls up again. This one won't drop, battle for the rebound. Goebel's got it, and he'll go up for 2 more. It's a 1-point game.
There's Goebel on both ends of the floor, getting a block and now a layup there. Good transition there for Chemeketa.
Spencer down to Townsend, looking to go to work, up with the right. Does he get it? Yes, he does. A good finish off the rim there, going toe-to-toe with Ethan 9.
Nice set play there. Easy layup for 2.
It has been a vicious battle in these first 10 minutes, Brady. A lot of offense from both ends, and both teams looking to retake control. Aguilar, far side to Wigington, drives through, pass forward, going toe-to-toe with all 3 on defense. Rumlin bend into traffic, and he comes out on top.
Great finish there. Contorting those arms, avoiding that block, and finishing there for 2.
He had the 6'8 Oglesby and the 6'6 Townsend in front of him, and he was able to still find the bucket. Oglesby back to Spencer, looking to play his way through, gets it out to Oglesby, takes the dribble, runs out of room. Townsend, a bobble in the corner, shot clock winding down. It's at 5. Oglesby into Young, gives it back, needs to go up with it, draws the foul, as a big collision there down low. Oglesby will get up fine, but a Chemeketa player down for a moment. He's back up. That looked to be Gabe Wigington taking the full brunt of that blast.
Nice quick pass there from Young, a little give and go. Able to draw that foul and get some free throws here for the Beaks.
It has been a solid run, though, for Chemeketa, being able to pull their way all the way back to 1 point. That'll bring us to another media timeout. 9:53 left to go. The Storm fighting back well. Both teams shooting incredibly from the floor right now. Chemeketa shooting 58%. Linn shooting 65%. They're 3 of 4 from range. Chemeketa 3 of 6 from range. It might be just an offensive battle here tonight.
Definitely. Chemeketa started off a little slower. They've really settled in, hitting a few threes recently. Been able to go strong.
And one of the main differences we're seeing right now, the boards. Linn only have 4 rebounds in the first 10 minutes. Chemeketa have 11. The rebound battle was pretty tight the last time these two teams faced off. Chemeketa did lead it by 5, but now we are seeing a complete domination of the board so far from the Storm. They're looking to keep that pace. Linn need to turn that around, need to get some more of those defensive rebounds, get some offensive as well, try and keep some possessions going. But ultimately, that is up to them. We still have seen some pretty clean fouling, not a lot of shooting fouls, only 1 from either team in the first 10 minutes.
Chemeketa having 5 offensive rebounds already, really showing their dominance on the offensive board. Let's see if Linn can block out, kind of get some bodies in front of guys and get those defensive rebounds to not let Chemeketa get second chance opportunities.
And when you have players like Jackson Oglesby, like Gabe Townsend, who have that higher stature, you need them to start getting more of the board. Cedric Barnes at 6'3", one of the best rebounders that Linn have, but when you have those 6'8" guys, you need them to step up, being able to go up and grab those boards, and Oglesby going to be looking to do it, but first, he'll get 2 shots from the line. Oglesby shooting 68% from the free throw line so far this season. Oglesby, one of the most promising freshmen from Linn, alongside Micah Mendoza and Eli Lerman, all 3 of those guys freshmen, and have made the starting lineup quite a bit.
I think they're hoping next year to really take on that leadership role that these sophomores have taken and kind of share what the sophomores have shared for them and bring that on to the incoming freshmen for next year.
Yeah, Linn last season did make the playoffs, but were the 3 seed out of the South and were eliminated in round 1 of the NWAC championship. And now a good battle here. Gabe Wigginton can't get it to drop. Bit of a tough bounce there. Messiah Ford up to Micah Mendoza. Spin move up with the left. Won't drop in. Follow-up won't fall either from Townsend. Micah Mendoza right back up over to Ford. And what a possession it was for the Roadrunners. They stay hanging on to it, trying to extend this lead further. Mendoza back up to Young. Back to Mendoza. Oglesby trying to break free. Townsend comes up for the screen. Shot clock winding down. Townsend going to let one fly from triple range. No good.
Lots of athleticism there from Mendoza. Bummer he wasn't able to finish that drive, but great athleticism there.
Micah Mendoza, one of those freshmen with just a whole ton of natural talent. No foul called on Kellen Sand. He wasn't happy with it. Mendoza, a lot of bounce. Definitely going to be looking to be one of those leaders next season for Linn. He's talked about how he loves how the sophomore guys, Liam Spencer, Cade Smith, have really kind of taken him under the wing, showed him how to play Linn basketball, and he has loved his time here in Albany so far, and he's going to be looking to do that for the next freshman class, as we saw an offensive foul on Oglesby. That'll send Cade Smith back onto the floor.
A little out of control there from Oglesby, trying to hit the spin move, but got that offensive foul call as he heads to the bench.
Goebel to take it down court for the Storm. Immediately driving past Smith. Left hand blocked. Cade Smith shut him down. Mendoza immediately rushing over to Townsend. Goes up for 2, and it's going to be another offensive foul charge called on Townsend. Back-to-back offensive fouls on the Beaks.
2 tough plays there for the Beaks. Like the aggressiveness, but 2 offensive fouls back-to-back. It's a little tough.
Got to stay a little bit more measured again. That was on Oglesby, and then Townsend, 6'8", 6'6". Big body, need to know how to control it. As we see substitution, Igor Pova steps on the floor for the first time for the Storm. As well as we're going to see Townsend head out. Cedric Barnes will hop back in for the Roadrunners. Goebel over to Wigington, snaps it over to Sandy, drives in the paint, goes up with the left, not going to get it to fall. Turnaround, Young to Mosiah Ford, works his way through over to Mendoza. Back up to Young, offense setting, Smith putting up the screen, Young hanging on to it. Back up to Ford, slowing things down, handoff to Barnes, shot clock down to 10, Barnes spins, gets it inside to Cade Smith, beautiful assist and a beautiful finish.
Great pass there from Barnes. Smith kind of posting up, gotten that screen and then got the roll, and great pass there from Barnes.
Beautifully done from Lindben to extend their lead back out to 6. Goebel trying to work his way past Smith. Fadeaway 2, no good. Barnes collecting his 5th rebound of the first half. Micah Young outside to Mosiah Ford, drives in to Smith now. Shakes off one. Didn't want to pull up from the elbow, taking a little bit more time. Bounce pass to Barnes, picked off by Sawyer Heald. And the Storm turning things right back around, trying to get their offense going. Heald snaps it to Wigington, pulling up is Pova. This one, air ball out to the far side. 7 minutes left to go in the first half.
Like to see the Roadrunners tying up this rebounding, 11-12 now. So good response there for the Roadrunners.
We're going to see a foul called down low on Chemeketa. And it looks like that will be on Gabe Wigington. Yeah, Lindben, that's 7 straight rebounds for them, and that last one made it 8, so now tied 12-12 in the rebounding battle. It's been a nice turnaround here after we mentioned it at the media timeout. Smith far side to Mendoza, goes out to Barnes, fakes one, goes up with the right. Can he get it to drop? No. It'll be batted out of bounds, and it'll stay with Chemeketa.
Seemed like the ref wanted to call that foul, but ended up not blowing the whistle there, and it's going to be the Chemeketa's ball.
I also did see that right arm go up for just a moment. Didn't blow the whistle, however, as we're going to see Eli Lerman get his time back in, as well as Ken Wright will swap in for Sandy. Chemeketa still trying to chip away. They have been slowly, but Lindben still a comfortable 6-point lead. Could get uncomfy quickly. Wright keeps it in play. Barnes looking to snatch that ball away. No, it falls back to Wright. 2 Roadrunners collide, and Ken Wright lays it in. And it looks like we're going to see a quick blow of the play dead, as it looked like the official worried about Mosiah Ford, and he will quickly move his way out to the bench. It looks like he's going to go get checked on by the trainer, Liam Spencer. Back in, there was a tough collision in that corner between him and Cedric Barnes, and Barnes is a big guy, not a guy you want to run into.
Like to see that aggressive defense there, trying to swarm that ball, but unfortunate ball bounces the wrong way, and Chemeketa gets a layup there.
Pass inside, poked out by Pova, intended for Barnes down in the paint. We have been seeing a lot of those down low screens from Lindben, trying to break guys free, maybe get that mid-range jumper, just anything to get that free shot. Chemeketa playing them very close. Speaking of, Cade Smith mid-range jumper, he'll collect his own rebound, no one there, and he gets the putback.
No one there to block out the shooter, followed his shot perfectly and right in his hands and up for 2. Great play.
Smith 3 for 5 on the floor to start the night. Wigington trying to find his way through, tries to go inside to Pova, tapped by Mendoza. Pova will get swatted. Back away, Cedric Barnes. A menace in the paint tonight for the Runners.
Mendoza and Barnes both there to put their hands up, and good play there.
Still 5:45 left to go here in the first half, as we're going to see an off-ball foul called. And it looks like it will be on Eli Lerman. That's his 2nd personal of the first half. We'll see him immediately exit. Micah Young back on the floor. Inbound, far side. Back to Wigington, looking to go to work versus Barnes. Goes up, it was tapped cleanly by Barnes. Young picks it up down court. Micah Mendoza can't get the jam, but it's going to be called a travel. No basket for Lin Ben, just took that one extra step, and I think he wanted that one-handed jam as he loves to do so much, but kind of ran out of room as he got close to the rim.
Great pass in transition, just a little uncharacteristic there, not having that dribble and a travel call.
Trey Wall and back onto the court for Chemeketa. Spencer staying close to Kenton Wright, doesn't want to give him any free movement. Wigington steps up beyond the arc, sends it far side. Goebel looking to break through, spin move into the paint, runs into Barnes, still finding the finish, an athletic finish at that from Cooper Goebel.
Good finish through contact there for Goebel. Surprised he didn't get that foul call. Great find there for Mendoza.
And that's going to be called an and one as well. A beautiful assist inside from Mendoza, and the finish there as well. And Ben extend for more. And Mendoza has been playing some great team basketball here to start. He has been fun to watch, as he always is, but especially giving the ball away a little bit more than he usually does, maybe just looking for some more of those open plays.
Really showcasing his vision there on the court, having 4 assists already late in this first half, rather.
No travel called on Wigington. The Lin Ben bench wanted it. Goebel drives open lane, right hand finish, and the and one. Right back the other way. Cooper Goebel, that's the second time he's done it. We see a big play from the Lin Ben side immediately. Goebel does the exact same thing on the other end of the floor.
A little late move over for Barnes, trying to block that shot, but Goebel through contact, rising up and laying it in.
We're going to see Jace Aguilar, the sophomore from Jefferson, Oregon, check in as we head to the final media timeout of the half. Chemeketa trailing by 4, but in the bonus now in these final 5 minutes. Still lots of time left for Lin Ben to try and build on their lead. Chemeketa have kind of been back and forth, chipping away at it, similarly to the women's game, which happened just before this. There was a nice battle between the Lin Ben women's team and the Chemeketa women's team that the Roadrunners were able to win in overtime on sophomore night. Now the men's team looking to do the exact same thing in a big matchup to try and keep their playoff hopes alive.
We're seeing a lot of activity here early in this first half. Like to see both teams active on defense, active hands. Like to see strong physical drives from both teams, and both teams really to be settled in, really. And they've both taken advantage of that athleticism and physicality that they both have, especially those top scorers for each team. Goebel, as we saw there, and now Liam Spencer and Mendoza. Everybody showing out tonight.
And Chemeketa, this is one of the better performances we've seen at an away game. Haven't mentioned it quite yet, but the Storm are 0-7 in away games this season. They have yet to win an away game all season long. And the Roadrunners, they're 5-6 at home. Not the best record on their home turf, but still the favorites in this one, having that closer matchup, trying to move into the playoffs. Chemeketa, they're already out. Going 3-11 in the South region is just not good enough to make it into the playoff run. The South region, one of the most stacked regions in the entirety of the NWAC, as Goebel will sink the free throw, bringing Chemeketa back within 3. But still a lot of work to be done by the Storm. Lin Ben looking to restabilize, build up their lead to at least 2 possessions once again.
Let's see if they can get a good possession here, maybe some post up or good strong drive from their guards.
And now Spencer just going to pull up for a short 2, couldn't get it to go. Quick transition, that one tapped well by Spencer. He'll get it right over to Barnes. Young will take it at the 1. A great catch on that fast break. Mendoza into Smith, that one tapped away. Goebel running out of room, still gets the pass in to Wigington. Wright looking to take it himself. Euro step swatted by Cade Smith. Another big block for the Roadrunners.
We're seeing some high-flying blocks here for the Roadrunners, not letting some of these drives for Chemeketa be strong.
That being the 5th block of the first half for the Roadrunners. And they are shutting down lots down low. Cedric Barnes, Cade Smith lockdown duty on the paint. This one thrown out, and it's going to be off the ref and kept in play. Micah Young able to hang on to it. I don't think I've seen that here at Linn Benton Community College.
Really weird bounce there. Good for the Roadrunners that they got that bounce. Great shot from Cedric Barnes for 3.
And Cedric Barnes, he's a sneaky three-point shooter, Brady. He actually shoots 43% from beyond the arc. You just don't see it a lot. As the 6'3" post guy who's been starting more, you don't see a lot of those three-point chances from him. Now scrambling with Wigington. It's going to be called a jump ball. I believe it will stay with the Storm. That it will, but some great presence from Cedric Barnes. It looks like he will swap himself out. Maybe got a little bit banged up in that tussle with Wigington. It looks like he's taking a moment off by the sideline. Oglesby will swap in. And now we're seeing as well Ethan 9 will take over duties for Cooper Goebel.
Nice play there for Barnes. Hitting that 3 on the offensive side and then really hustling and getting that loose ball and jump ball for the Roadrunners.
Barnes already having himself a great start. 7 points, 6 rebounds to open up the first half. Ken Wright, floater no good. Rebound collected well by Oglesby. That's his first rebound of the night. As he'll get it back up front, goes inside to Smith in that 1v1 versus 9. He'll pull up from the elbow. He's got it. Cade Smith adds on 2 more. He's sitting at 8 points to start.
Nice play there, getting that ball on the elbow a little below and really just jab step moving and losing his defender for an easy jumper for 2.
2:40 left here, wide open look at the boards. That one put up and taken away. Ethan 9 collects 2 more for the Storm. Micah Young driving in, shaking off his defender, goes back out to Spencer. Screen set by Smith, shook his defender off for a moment. He's able to hold on to control, but a jump ball called before that. It will stay with the Beaks down low. Less than 2.5 minutes. It has still been a battle in this one. Linn Benton got the hot start early. We're up 10-2 to open up this game, and it's kind of stayed at this 8-6 point deficit.
It's been a tough battle here, but Linn Benton able to keep that lead, but it's going to be a turnover. Bad pass there from Oglesby, and uncharacteristic turnover there for the Roadrunners here.
Yeah, it looked to be a bit of miscommunication with him and Micah Young in the backcourt, and that will just be a clean break for Chemeketa as they'll reclaim possession. Still 6 points left to go for Chemeketa to close down this lead. Kellen Sandy, he'll swap back in. Wigington gonna get some rest. Have seen a lot of these sophomores from Chemeketa getting a lot of time. Only 4 freshmen on the Chemeketa roster, and not a lot of them get a ton of time. Ethan 9 being the one to get the most so far here in Albany. Good ball moving beyond the arc. Speaking of Ethan 9, he lets a 3 go. Can't get it to fall. Young spots Oglesby in the 1v1 mismatch. Does he draw the offensive foul? No. That was Jace Aguilar under the basket. Did not set his feet in time.
Great pass there open, and not able to finish there, but called the foul, and he'll be able to shoot some 2 right here.
Yeah, fast break spotted well by Micah Young. Young, one of those players who doesn't always stand out on the stat sheet, but we mentioned he's a fan favorite here in Albany. Never misses a practice, never misses a game, and the fans here know how dedicated he is to this Roadrunner team. Has only gotten 4 starts in his time here at Linn Benton, but is getting a lot of time here in sophomore night. As Oglesby knocks down the second to get the lead out to 8 for the Roadrunners. 41-33 with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Chemeketa just trying to make it a little bit closer before halftime. 20v20, Sandy versus Smith. Handoff there. Smith staying on him, moving his way through the screens outside. Ethan 9 fires from the corner, aired out. Mendoza quickly up court. Micah Young has Oglesby. The lob is there. The finish is good off the board.
Great pass there from Young. Oglesby able to finish. Good possession there for the Beavs in transition. Great block.
Went up, swatted by Micah Mendoza. Chemeketa able to keep possession, retaining. Aguilar goes up. This one not going to fall. Rebound. Battle between Spencer and Oglesby. He throws it in play, but it will be touched. The whistle is blown. Play is dead, and they'll stay with the Roadrunners.
A lot of coaches like to say that you're not supposed to save the ball under your own basket, so Oglesby able to kind of get away with that save, and it's going to be the Beaks ball.
Goebel and Heald swap back in. Aguilar and Wright will head out for Chemeketa. As we're going to see a timeout called as well. 1 minute, 8 seconds left in the first half. Linn Benton up by 10. It's been a back and forth after Linn Benton took the initial lead. Chemeketa haven't quite been able to break it down all the way, and Linn Benton extending to 2 more here with 1 minute and 8 left to go. We'll see if they can hold a double-digit lead going into the half. But halftime looming around the horizon. It's been a great team effort from Linn Benton to start. Cade Smith, 8 points. Liam Spencer has 7. Gabe Townsend has 7. Cedric Barnes also has 7. Oglesby has 6. Mendoza has 5. Young has 2. Lerman having 1. Almost every player who's been on the floor for Linn Benton has put up a point some way or another. Chemeketa have been led by Cooper Goebel and Kenton Wright with a combined 18 points. But we'll see if their offense can fire up a little bit more as their shooting percentage gone a little bit colder since we last talked about it. Smith pulls up from the elbow, no good. Oglesby fouled. And it looks like that's going to be a foul on Oglesby, as a matter of fact. I thought it was a foul on Kellen Sandy on the box out. No. It's going to be called a foul on Oglesby, and since Chemeketa are in that bonus, they'll get the 1-and-1.
That's a tough call there for Oglesby. He's just trying to fight for that rebound. Maybe a little over the back. Got that call, and it's going to be some free throws for Chemeketa.
That being his second personal of the half. Gabe Townsend will step in. First free throw up and good from Sandy. That'll put him up to 5 points. He struggled a little bit from the floor to start. He's 1 for 5 from the floor. 3 of those 5 attempts have been from beyond the arc. Hasn't had a ton of success with it. 50 seconds left before halftime. Linn Benton lead by 8, trying to build on as much as they can. Micah Young to Mendoza. Looking for someone down low. Smith setting the screen. We'll rotate back up top. Townsend has it close to the corner. Shot clock winding down. Smith gonna need to find some way through Goebel. Shot clock at 3. Smith goes up by himself, no good. Rebound collected by Goebel. Ethan 9 way down court. Pass won't be delivered in time. 15 seconds. Trey Wall trying to get through. Spencer goes back out. Good movement. 9 pulls up for 3. He's got him. Ethan 9. His first triple of the night. He's 1 for 3. Micah Young immediately rushing him down himself. Fadeaway 2. No good. Chemeketa. A nice last-second surge to add on 3 more going into the half.
Great set play there for Chemeketa. Getting an open guy from 3 and able to drain it there to cut that lead to 5.
Ultimately, Linn Benton took control early. Were able to hold control from there, but it was a battle. Chemeketa did not let it go easily, and it goes to a 5-point deficit in the half. Linn Benton 43, Chemeketa 38. The Storm again having a little bit more trouble with their shooting as the half expired, sitting 43 from the floor. Linn Benton, on the other hand, 52% from the floor, one of the better percentages we've seen. They usually average about 45% from the floor, so looking a lot more efficient, and their three-point shooting as well needs to be mentioned. 4 of 7. We'll see if they choose to shoot more in the second half.
Like to see them winning the turnover battle there, 6-7, really cutting down on those turnovers instead of last game losing that battle by 10. We're going to cut to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone, to Linn Benton Community College. Halftime about to close up between the Roadrunners and the Storm. Linn Benton leading 43-38 at the half. A 5-point gap. Chemeketa had a nice late surge to keep it closer, but Linn Benton shooting really well from the floor, 51.5%, 17 of 33 to get things going, also shooting 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. We talked a little bit about if we're going to see more three-pointer attempts out of them going into the second half. Cade Smith leading the way, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Liam Spencer, Gabe Townsend, Cedric Barnes all have 7 apiece to help lead their Roadrunners.
On the Storm side, we got Cooper Goebel leading the charge with 10 points and 5 rebounds. We also have Ethan Nine shooting 4 of 6 with 9 points. Really standing out for this squad with only averaging about 10 to 12 minutes a game. And he's having a good night tonight.
Yeah, he's only averaging 3 points on the season. He's already put up 9. We've seen him going for a lot of those mid-range shots, has put up 3 attempts from range. We'll see if we say his name more in the second half. I would expect as much as on this pace, but it's been a fun one to watch for sure. 5-point game. And, you know, you look at these two teams on paper, you think Lynn Benton are sure to be the solid favorites, but Chemeketa been keeping it close all throughout. Only a 5-point deficit going into the second half. Again, biggest lead we saw was, I believe, 10 points, 43 to 33. And Chemeketa have made their way all the way back to 5. We'll see if they can continue through halftime. Honestly, I think for the Roadrunners, halftime couldn't have come at a better time. Naturally slowing down Chemeketa. They're going to look at to go revitalize, re-energize into the second half of sophomore night.
Yeah, for the Beaks, it's really been a team effort here. Like we said, it's on both ends of the floor. People shooting pretty well from 3 for the Beaks, but on that defensive end, we're staying aggressive, being focused, getting some blocks. Almost 6 blocks on the night for the Beaks, and it's really showing their athleticism and aggressiveness on the defensive end.
Yeah, Cade Smith has 2, Cedric Barnes has 2, Gabe Townsend has 1, and Micah Mendoza has 1. Kind of all of those lead players for the Roadrunners getting a piece of those Chemeketa shots. Have seen a couple blocks on the Chemeketa side, only 2, and both of them have come from the wing Cooper Goebel. And we're looking to see him a lot more as he's had a very solid start. As you mentioned, 10 points, 2 blocks, having those 5 rebounds as well. He's looking to be a big piece for Chemeketa, as he always is. He's also shooting that 57% from the floor. We'll see if he's able to heat up. The Roadrunners are going to be looking to mark him, and I think one of the big things they're going to be looking to do throughout the half, really limit that 3-point shooting. We heard it mentioned from the players. One of the game plans was shut Chemeketa down from range. They've done a decent job. They haven't done a great job. Chemeketa's still been doing a good job getting those shot opportunities, setting those screens, letting guys get outside. Those corner 3 attempts have been really flowing for Chemeketa. We'll see if they continue with that strategy moving into the second half.
We can say the same thing for the Storm, that it's been a really team effort out there on both ends of the floor. People are shooting pretty well as being aggressive on defense, just like the Beaks, and we can see they cut the lead to only 5, and definitely a ball game here on the road for them.
Absolutely, it is. I mean, we mentioned it a little bit during the first half. Chemeketa yet to win a road game on the season. That is a very tough statistic to look at for the Storm, but they're keeping in pace with the Roadrunners here, and Albany might be able to pick up that first win again, try and spoil sophomore night for the Roadrunners, spoil their playoffs hope. Is again, the Roadrunners need to win out. They have 3 games left, including this one. They need to have all 3 wins to try and secure a chance at a playoff spot, and they need to see some things go their way in the standings that they don't have any control of. We talked to the players a bit before this game, Brady. One of the big things they mentioned, and this is what Coach Zimmerman has told them, don't focus on what you can't control. They can control on getting those 3 wins. The other wins they need to fall by the wayside, that's not up to them. Focus on what they can do here tonight.
Perfectly said, Brad. I think control what you can control. The next 20 minutes are the most important 20 minutes as we're underway here at Lynn Benton.
Second half, we are getting going. Lynn Benton, 43, Chemeketa, 38, the Storm, having the first possession of the half. Goebel pulls up for 3 to get the Storm underway, but it's no good. Mendoza collects the rebound, will slow things down, not trying to extend that pace too much. Spencer inside to Smith, spins his way past Goebel, a beautiful move.
Quick feet there from Smith as we see another post-up move kind of in that paint area, and quick spin and easy 2 for him to start this half.
Quick that was. Goebel didn't even move his feet before Cade was by him, and now this one tapped into the board, collected by the runners again. Eli Lerman hands it off to Smith, trying to find his way through another spin, down to the baseline, poked out of bounds by Gabe Wigington to send this one out to the baseline.
Good play there from Winnington. Mendoza was open in that corner, and Winnington able to block that pass for not a wide open 3.
Yeah, both these teams top 10 in defensive efficiency in the NWAC. Have been able to do a lot in terms of steals, in terms of blocks, in terms of slowing down their opponent's scoring, as well as Eli Lerman gets a nice finish to add on 2 more for the Beaks.
Nice quick start for the Beaks. 2 nice baskets here. Let's see if they can keep it going on this defensive end.
Kellen Sandy in control now, been a player who's gone a little bit quiet to start. He's going to get this one up. No, good defense from Lerman. Sending right back the other way, Mendoza slows things down again. Sandy playing close to Lerman. Doesn't want to give him too much room. Liam Spencer, he's going to pull up just shallow of the free throw line. Gets a nice bounce off the rim. Wanted the and 1 as he took a moment to get off the floor, but still picks up the 2, and Lynn Benton have their biggest lead of the night.
Nice bouncing on that basket. Spencer, let's see if he can be aggressive on this offensive side. It's going to be a foul, I believe, on Spencer.
And that one actually takes away a basket, as the foul was called before the shot. Ken Wright not happy with it, so he'll have to inbound it on the baseline for the Storm. Gets it over to Goebel. Didn't want to take the initial shot. Resets to Sandy. Wall gives it to Wigington. He pulls up for 3. Can't get it to fall. Mendoza collects his 5th rebound. He's been having a great all-around night. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for Mendoza.
2 missed 3s for the Storm early. This is exactly what the Beaks are hoping to have.
Limit that long-range shooting, limit those extra points. Cedric Barnes trying to find his way through. Shot clock winding down, gets it out to Smith. He pops a 2, gets it to fall. Smith, he's 6 for 10.
That's a great cut to help out your teammate there, trying to find him, and great cut and able to finish there.
Wigington fakes a 3, drives in the paint, stopped short by Barnes. Again, one of the best defensive centers that Lynn Benton has to offer. Goebel, open 3, no good. Barnes bobbles the rebound and falls back to Wigington. Still good defense, but a foul called, and Wigington will collect the and 1.
Tough for Barnes there, just bounced out of his hands, and like to see the aggressive defense there, but don't like to see the foul off that turnover.
Yeah, got a little bit too caught up, and after bobbling that rebound, knew he should have had possession for the Roadrunners, tried to immediately get it back, and that little bit of a rush play led to the free and 1 for Wigington, as he will make the free throw. Gets us back to a 10-point game. Lynn Benton still doing their best to extend here in the second half. And Chemeketa just trying to keep it close. Liam Spencer gets it out to Lerman. He fires for 3, no good. Lerman, that just being his 2nd shot attempt of the night. He's been a little quiet to get things started. Into the corner, wide open look for Trey Wall, no good. Barnes, does he have this rebound? No, bobbled again, and it falls to Wigington for 2 back-to-back sequences.
That's a good stop on forcing another missed 3, but as the possession before, got to get that rebound, limit those offensive rebounds for Chemeketa.
Barnes being guarded by Goebel, runs out of room, left hand, gets it to fall off the glass. A nice move from that pivot foot.
Great footwork there for Barnes. Looking like he almost traveled, but able to lay it up with the left.
Ken Wright going toe-to-toe with Liam Spencer, the up and over. Got it to fall. Chemeketa staying within pace of the Roadrunners. And we're going to see a off-ball foul called. And it looks like it'll be on Cooper Goebel. Was getting a little bit too handsy with Cedric Barnes down low. Now we're going to see the freshman from Salem, Kenyon Jones, getting his first time in.
That was a strong drive there from Kenton Wright, getting his total up to 10 points and 2 rebounds here.
Him and Goebel leading the pack for Chemeketa, 10 apiece. Inbound straight to Smith, can't get it to go. Rebound will still hold with Chemeketa. Wigington back out to Sandy, back to Wigington again. Has Wright, gives it to him. He pulls up for 3. No, his foot was on the line to make it a 2 attempt, but rebound will fall with Lynn. Jace Aguilar set to check in for the Storm. The next dead ball. Lerman inside to Smith. A beautiful pass from Eli Lerman, the assist leader, doing a great job.
Great vision there. Looked like he was going up for the shot and then perfectly placed for Cade Smith to finish that basket.
Smith said pregame he wants to finish the home season out with a bang, and he looks to do exactly that so far, sitting at 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Good move from Goebel, couldn't get it to drop. Smith, a hard defender to shake off, but he did it on that play, just couldn't quite find the finish with the right hand. Barnes drives in, good lane, finds it, and Chemeketa dropped down, now trailing by 12.
Cedric Barnes having 9 up to 11 points and 8 rebounds, almost a double-double here. So let's check in on that later.
Wigington wide open 3, knocked down and timeout called by Chemeketa after that triple hits. So Chemeketa, with 15 minutes left to go in the second half, will again get the gap a little bit closer, down to 9, but they have really struggled to break within 6 points. That's kind of been the barrier we've seen so far. Lynn have been able to extend it up to 12. Kind of always comes back to that 6 to 8 point margin, and that's where they sit right now. Still lots of time for the Storm to fight back, find some success, but Lynn have been doing well, staying up front again, shooting 57% from the floor, 24 for 42 to get things going. Chemeketa not shooting terribly from the floor here, Brady, but needs to be better than what it is now. They're sitting about 42%. Just need to see a couple more drop.
Only shooting 26% from 3. Got one there, but earlier in this half, they've kind of gone cold from that 3-point line. So let's see if that shot right there is a little bit of a catalyst for these Storm offense.
Chemeketa, they like that long-range play. They don't love driving into the paint, finding those aggressive looks, but that might be the turnaround they need, as right now Chemeketa only 16 points in the paint to work with. Lynn on the other side have put up 26. So Chemeketa, will see if they get a little bit more aggressive inside. I think it would be a nice change for them, but I'm not Jeff Williams. I'm not the head coach.
Surprising to see that they have 10 offensive rebounds, but are losing that point in the paint battle by 10. So they're getting those rebounds, but they're not necessarily finishing on those rebounds.
Absolutely, in play. Resuming here in the second half, Lynn looking to keep building on their lead. Jackson Oglesby back on the floor for the Roadrunners. That freshman from Turner has always been a fun guy to watch, standing at 6'8". He'll get it inside, goes back out to Smith. Fake the pull up for 3, gets past Goebel, dishes it out to Oglesby, and he'll have the 2-hand finish.
There's Smith there for another assist. He's just everywhere tonight right now.
And Smith, always such an aggressive player inside. You always got to be weary, and that draws a lot of defenders in as he picks up his 3rd rebound as well. Lerman setting the offense, goes to Mendoza, and that left foot dropped a little bit too far back and out of play. It'll be a turnover there.
Tough break there, but it's going to be a turnover and Chemeketa's ball after this timeout.
Immediate timeout on the floor. Lynn leading by 11. Start to this half has been a little bit more quiet than the first half, despite Lynn putting up 16 in the first 6 minutes, which is a very solid number to start Chemeketa trailing in the half 16-10, and they need to change that. They need to keep up in pace with the Roadrunners, but runners called that for a reason. They're tough to catch, and Chemeketa, they need to start hitting more of these shots. We've yet to see that field goal percentage really rise since the opening 10 minutes in the first half. We've still seen them struggle with rebounds a little bit further, as well as they had that 7-rebound lead, and now it's down to 1, 25-24 in favor of the Storm.
Shooting only 25% from 3, as we have been saying. I think they need to battle inside more, get a little more physical, and let's see if they can battle inside and then maybe get a kick out or 2 after that battle to raise that 3-point field goal percentage.
And no one really able to catch fire from range here from Chemeketa. Gabe Wigington, Cooper Goebel, Ethan Nine, and Kellen Sandy all 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. No one able to get much more than that. Cooper Goebel still sitting at a solid 10 points, 7 rebounds. Him and Ken Wright both with 10 apiece. Gabe Wigington with his last couple buckets now leads the way for the Storm. He's got 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nice to watch inside. 14-16 left here in the second half. Chemeketa will take the reins after the media timeout. Goebel being guarded well by Smith. Fun matchup between those two, kind of two all-around players going head-to-head. Jones on Sandy. It'll fall to Goebel again. He drives in. The swat opportunity for Oglesby, no good. And that's another 2 from Goebel.
Nice finish with his left, moving that ball from right to left, and left-handed finish there from Goebel.
Oglesby snaps it to Lerman. He'll call a play. Getting things set, Mendoza dropping towards the corner. Kenyon Jones will take it at the top, back up to Lerman. Mendoza breaking near the baseline. We'll see if he gets himself free. Shot clock down to 3. Jones looking for something inside. It's a loss of possession. Chemeketa in the 2v1. Wigington fakes one, goes up, gets a nice finish off the glass to put Chemeketa at 52.
Nice little fadeaway there for the layup in transition for Chemeketa, cutting that lead to 7.
Oglesby, nice jumper there to add on 2 more for the Beaks. They break 60. A lot of subs set to check in for the Roadrunners. Townsend, Barnes, and Spencer all ready to go in.
Oglesby really using that height on that jumper there, kind of just lifting his hands up and got that shot in.
Yeah, at 6'8", it's not much of a jumper. It's more of a standing shot. There's not a lot of people who can get up to that one. Cade Smith sends his way back out to Jones. Smith loses control. It's a wide open look. Cooper Goebel being chased down, but he'll put in the easy lay, and Chemeketa within 7.
A little lazy catch there from Smith, one-handed, and making Goebel, transition for an easy layup.
Mendoza trying to fight his way through the paint, gets out to Smith. He'll pull up for 3. This one no good. Battle for the rebound. Oglesby breaks free, gets a hand on, gets it off the foot of Wigington. A great effort from the big man.
Great effort, diving on the floor, putting his body on the line, and satisfied there with that call.
Caden Holm, the freshman center, will swap in for Wigington as those 3 substitutions come in for the Roadrunners. Again, Townsend, Barnes, and Spencer. That is a very solid trio to help out on the floor. Townsend looking for a way through. Will reset from Barnes out to Lerman. Gets another call from Coach Zimmerman. Players breaking down low. Spencer trying to get free. It's a play to Townsend. Fakes up 2. Looking to take it himself. Barnes on the follow-up. No good on the second chance play. Goebel collects the rebound. Chemeketa back the other way. This could be the start to a run for them.
Unfortunate not able to finish there with 2 guys in the paint, but good defense there from Chemeketa.
Now this pass thrown away by Barnes back to Goebel. That's going to be a big foul on Goebel as Barnes and Mendoza were on him both looking for a swat and ended up finding nothing but contact. So that's going to be 2 shots for Cooper Goebel.
That's a tough save there for Barnes. Like I said in that first half, most coaches don't think you should save that ball under your own basket, and him trying to save it went right into Goebel's hands and able to draw the foul there.
Looks like the foul was officially called on Townsend for the Roadrunners. And that will be his second personal of the night. 11:40 left to go with that free throw. Chemeketa back within 5 again. They're able to break through kind of that 6-point margin we mentioned. We'll see if they can find themselves another stop. Spencer to Mendoza, being guarded by Aguilar. Barnes looking for a way through, runs into Mendoza, out to Townsend. Fakes the handoff to Spencer, who's trying to break free. A foul is called, and I believe that's going to be an off-ball foul. It looks like it will be. It's going to be on Goebel.
Tough battle there on that defensive end. Able to draw the foul there. Let's see what the Beaks can do on this offensive possession.
Foul was on Trey Wall, but now a turnover here. Kellen Sandy will reset. Cooper Goebel, wide open three, couldn't knock it down. Townsend collects the rebound well, his 4th of the night. Lerman to Mendoza. Lindben trying to break through. That pass a little bit dangerous as well. Townsend shakes off a defender, but it's going to be called a foul. I believe that will be on Chemeketa, and that it will. It's going to be on Jace Aguilar, and play will resume under the basket.
We're seeing a lot of activity from the Chemeketa Storm on their defensive end. Winning the turnover battle this half, forcing Lindbenton to have 11 turnovers just to their 9.
Another substitution here. Cooper Goebel gonna head out. He'll get some rest as Ethan 9 steps back in again, doing much better with his average minutes, and now we're gonna see play stopped. And it's gonna be a foul from Mendoza, as it looked like it was called a shove, shaking off his defender in the paint.
Little confusion there. He hit the deck thinking the foul was on him, but turnover there, another turnover there for the Beaks.
And now their lead, that margin starting to get more and more narrow as it's down to 5. Could be a 1-possession game. This one put under. Sandy trying to work through, ends up giving it away. Micah Mendoza has room, runs out of it, fakes out 2, left-handed finish. Micah Mendoza. We talked in the pregame about him staying more measured, more under control. That's exactly what he did.
Perfect example of his athleticism there, being able to stop, little hesitation, and he finishes there.
Nice pass in from Sandy to Holm, and Holm will get his first bucket of the night for the Storm.
Good
Barnes
response for Chemeketa.
has it towards the baseline, gives it up to Lerman. Letting things reset. Townsend up high for the screen. Lerman breaks through, gives it over to Mendoza. Reverse, left-handed finish, no good. Mendoza still on the ground. The finish made by Gabe Townsend. It looks like we're going to see an injury timeout, though, as Micah Mendoza holding up that left leg, struggling to get up. The athletic trainer immediately tending to him, and that would be a big loss for Lindben.
That's such a bummer. He's having a really good night. As we just saw that previous play, showing his athleticism there, hoping this doesn't last, hoping he's not too injured here.
Sitting at 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists on the night so far, and what a freshman year he's had here at Lindben. Mentioned in a pregame interview that he does just love the atmosphere here in Albany. The team of Roadrunners welcoming him, supporting him, and talked about how it's a great environment to be in as a freshman. Now he's looking to pave that forward as a sophomore, but it looks like he will take an exit to the training room. Don't know if we'll see Mendoza again tonight. Again, that would be a big loss. Hasn't done a ton in terms of scoring, but in terms of rebound, in terms of assists, in terms of being all over the place for the Roadrunners, he's been a key piece of the puzzle.
Cedric Barnes as well for the Roadrunners, getting that 10th rebound with the double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, really showing out tonight.
Yeah, nice double-double from Barnes here in sophomore night. Again, Barnes, another fan favorite, has a lot of interaction all over the Lindben campus, helping out with all the other sports when basketball isn't in season, even in the women's game, helping out with those games. He's been a great player, a great sophomore to have. He's had himself a heck of a career here at Lindben as well. He's looking to go big and beyond after his year finishes up here in Albany. But 10 minutes left to go here in the second half. Chemeketa trailing 58-67, still staying at that 7-point mark. Lindben looking to hold that for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, the story of this second half so far has been the turnover battle for the Beaks. Having some uncharacteristic turnovers this game, and Chemeketa's taking advantage and being able to cut this lead to 7. Let's see if the Beaks can kind of fix that, clean it up a little bit, and take advantage of the kind of poor shooting from Chemeketa.
Indeed we will, but home crowd getting ready and waiting for the final 10 minutes here between Lindben and Chemeketa on sophomore night, the final home game for the Roadrunners. Sandy driving in, snaps a pass over, good movement. Ethan 9 pulls up for 3, no good. He's gone a little bit quiet as of late.
There's Barnes with another rebound, and Chemeketa 4 for 18 now from 3.
And That one turned away, was tipped. Liam Spencer will hang on to it. Takes it back across. Micah Young on the floor now. Euro step from Spencer, gets it to go. Liam Spencer showing a bit of finesse.
Nice move there from Spencer. Showing his athleticism there, and quick move for 2.
And also, do want to mention, you talked about that double-double from Cedric Barnes. This is his first double-double of the season. He had one his freshman year, this being his second career double-double at the JUCO level. Looking to see a lot more from him as he is really stepping up for the home crowd here in Albany. Lynn Benton, 9-point lead. Liam Spencer looking to add on to it, pulls up, not going to get it to go. Gabe Townsend, a nice rebound. Looking to battle his way back in. No, Messiah Ford up for 3, no good. Barnes tries to tap the rebound over to Townsend, and it'll fall to Caden Holm, and Chemeketa get themselves a much-needed stop.
Great offensive rebound there, just not able to cash in on that 3.
Missed 3 there from Sandy. Liam Spencer looking to do it himself. That he will. Pulls up for 2 more. Doesn't get a great bounce. Pokes it away from Sandy for a moment. Wigington hangs on to it for the Storm. A lot of time ticking down. Chemeketa haven't quite been able to find that scoring streak yet. Wigington battles his way through. Can't get the finish. Battle. Barnes keeps it in bounds. And it looks like whistle is blown. It will stay on the baseline, and it'll stay Chemeketa ball.
Like to see that aggressive inside by the Storm as we see Mendoza checking in for the Beaks. Hopefully he's back. Hopefully he's feeling better, and he's back.
He seems to be okay. He's walking much more normally. He kind of had that limp as he went off to the sideline the first time, but we'll see if he's back 100% here with 8 minutes left to go. Again, we talked about how big of a missing piece he would be for the rest of this game, but he seems to be all right, and especially if they had lost him for an extended period like the rest of the season, it would be tough to win those last few games without him. But it looks like we are going to see a quick stop of play to clean up the floor. 8 minutes left to go. Lynn Benton leading by 9. Chemeketa still just haven't been able to break through, but it's been a great all-around effort from Lynn Benton here at their final home game. Cade Smith, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's playing well all over as expected. Cedric Barnes having himself a career night, 13 points, 13 rebounds, as well as 2 assists. Liam Spencer, 11 points. Jackson Oglesby, he's had a very quiet 10 points here.
I like to see the Storm trying to be a little more aggressive in the paint, losing that paint battle. Let's see if they can, instead of trying to hit those 3s, they can go into the paint and maybe draw some fouls here from the Beaks.
8 minutes once again left to play. Chemeketa still trying to turn things around, get that shooting right. Sandy rips it far side. Aguilar loses control. It's going to be called a foul on Messiah Ford. It looked like a clean pickpocket, but no. It'll be Chemeketa ball once again at the baseline.
Like to see those active hands, but unfortunate to get that reaching call. But I still think stay aggressive on D and force them to miss these 3s.
And that right there, just like it, Ford staying close to Sandy, forced him off. Mendoza give it to him at the 1. Wide open look for Liam Spencer. He's got it. Liam Spencer drops the hammer for Lynn Benton, that being his second triple of the night. He's tied the leader in Cade Smith for points, and now we're going to see an offensive foul from Chemeketa, and Lynn Benton getting very excited here at home.
Nice little run for Lynn Benton. Once Mendoza came in, wonder if he was a little bit of a spark, just him coming back, and wonder if he was a spark for this Beaks team.
Always going to be revitalizing to see such a great player, a key player for your roster. You're worried that the injury might be serious. You never really know, but he's back, and he looks better than ever as he's looking to continue play. He's got possession here, drives through, left-hand finish, no good. Townsend fighting for the rebound. It'll be held by Chemeketa. Running out of room is Jace Aguilar, but there's going to be a foul called, and it looks like it will be on Townsend as he's holding himself, limping a little bit as he walks through midcourt. Coach Z keeping an eye on him. 7:16 left to go. The lead out to 12 as does seem to be wincing in a bit of pain as he works his way down through. He's still keeping on to Ethan 9. Doesn't want the substitution. He'll stay in. Play resuming. Kenton Wright back on the floor. Puts up 2 off the glass. Not going to get it. A battle for it. by Holm, keeps it in play to right. Aguilar snaps it over to 9. He drives in the paint toe-to-toe with Barnes, who's got that wingspan, shuts him down. Aguilar, he's gonna pull up for 3. This one no good. Another rebound from Holm. Back out to Aguilar, he'll go for another 3. This one no good. The threes are not falling for Chemeketa, and they're running out of time to turn this thing around.
That's a tough sequence there for the Storm. Not a little hesitation when they get in the paint rather than staying aggressive.
Liam Spencer, that one not getting the bounce it needed to fall in. Quick turnaround from Chemeketa. Holm to Ethan 9, being shut out in the corner. Ken Wright escapes with a pass, has a wide open look in the corner, will take it himself for 2. Chemeketa break back within 10.
Strong drive there from Wright. Like to see that aggressiveness, as I'm saying.
Spencer, Euro step, reverse, no good. 6 minutes left to go. Chemeketa, 4 of 24 from range, Brady. That's 17% from 3, and that number simply isn't good enough. Lynn Ben doing a great job staying present on defense. Another missed 3. Aguilar, he's gone 0 for 4. Now he's going to get blocked in close. Cedric Barnes with a huge block up front.
Him showcasing some of his athleticism there with that block.
Now inside, Spencer to Townsend. That one's going to be a clean takeaway for the freshman in Holm. Right, calling a play, high screen from Holm. That one ripped away. Foul is called. And Mendoza can't believe it, that being his 3rd personal with 5.5 minutes left of play.
It's a tough foul there. Having the Storm in the bonus, so it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Wright here. Not sure how I feel about that aggressive foul. I like the aggressiveness, but I don't like how that foul puts them into the bonus.
We're going to see Barnes and Townsend hop out. Oglesby and Smith will take their place. Sawyer Heald back on the court as well. He'll replace Kellen Sandy. 1-and-1. First free throw, no good. Smith will collect his 5th rebound. Spencer has it, trying to re-extend the lead. Mendoza diving in towards, looking to make his way through traffic, and an acrobatic finish for an and 1.
He doesn't seem hurt to me, Brad.
He seems to be 100% Micah Mendoza. Always a joy to watch here in Albany, Oregon. And what a finish there on that bucket. It adds 2 more onto the scoreline. He's sitting 7 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He has been another one of those great all-around players, and we mentioned it already. He has been all over the place. He's been a lot more measured tonight than we've seen him in the past, but he's still electric to watch.
Love to see him do all that with a smile on his face. He's always happy, always smiling, and it's just great to see him have success.
In that pregame interview, we talked about what he wanted to do after JUCO, what he wanted to do after Lynn Ben. He said he wanted to go to any 4-year. He wanted to play at the highest level of competition he could have, and now a heavy hit. It was Cooper Goebel colliding with Jackson Oglesby, 5 versus 5, and it'll be a foul on Goebel.
That's a strong rebound there for the Storm, trying to get another offensive rebound, but maybe a little too physical there, causing a kind of a strong hit, and it's going to be a foul.
And that'll bring us to our final media timeout. 4:54 left to go here in the second half. Lynn Ben, a solid 73-60 lead over the Storm of Chemeketa, and they don't look to have any signs of slowing down here, Brady.
Definitely not. Love to see a bunch of contributors here. Cedric Barnes having his 2nd career double-double. Mendoza there, you see, with the and 1, and Spencer and Cade Smith just playing a great game tonight.
Yeah, it really has been a great all-around game, really from both teams, Lynn Ben especially, but Chemeketa still on the other side of that coin. Goebel, he's got 16, Wigginton's got 14, Wright's got 12, 9 has 9, ironically, and Sandy has 5 as well. Ethan 9, he's 4 for 7 from the field with 2 rebounds and assists. He's been a player that I don't think we expected to see a ton of, as he only averages about 3 points per game and 11 minutes per game. But he's been a nice contributor here for Chemeketa to try and keep it close. But ultimately, Lynn Ben have just been a little further ahead of the curve, and that due to their shooting percentage. Again, it's kind of stayed at that exact margin, just above 50%. They're sitting at 52, 31 of 60.
we got to give credit to the Storm here. On the road, haven't won a game on the road, and they've been competitive tonight. They've been really holding their own on both ends of the floor, and the Beaks having this 13-point lead. Let's see if the Storm can kind of bring that down to, you know, single digits, or if let's see if the Beaks can kind of pull away in these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple weeks, tough couple months, as a matter of fact, for Chemeketa. In the last month, they were on an 8-game losing streak. They just ended it Wednesday the 19th versus Mount Hood. They won 90-64, a nice win to pick up there to end that losing streak, but going back on the road, taking on a team like Lynn Benton, never going to be easy, in the Roadrunners showing why here tonight on sophomore night, ending their home season out strong. 3 no good from Spencer. Rebound collected by Goebel. Looking to take it himself. The handoff, a little bit of confusion there and close with Heald, who's going to take some steps, won't get it to fall, couldn't get the bounce off the rim. Quick turnaround, Micah Mendoza will put in the lay, and he's got 2 more.
Looks like he's coming up limping after that layup. Guess he was still feeling that earlier injury, but glad he's still out there.
Jackson Oglesby, some great defense, and now he's going to get shoved out of bounds. It's going to be a foul on Colmore Goebel. It looks like it will be a foul on Goebel. That being his 4th personal with 4 minutes left to go, and it looks like Mendoza will hop out. And seeing that he is still limping, still hurting in that left leg, really shows even more pride in that last play, being able to do what he's been doing all game long. But the lead for Lynn Benton bigger than it's ever been, up by 15 with less than 4 minutes to go. Messiah Ford looking to make it 18, and that he does. Messiah Ford, the sophomore from Salem on sophomore night, drops his first points.
Great shot there. Looked good from here, and great first shot there for Ford.
78-60. Lynn Benton looking to make it an explosive offensive performance. Kent Wright can't get it to fall, and a foul is called, and that might be a technical on Holm, and that it will be. Caden Holm draws the tech, and he'll immediately go to the bench after that foul called, slamming the ball into the court, and he immediately is subbed out by the coaching staff.
Can see why he was frustrated there, but you can't let those emotions get to you. Didn't like the call, but you can't slam the ball on the ground, and he's going to get a tech for that. So he takes a seat.
Yeah, it's seen as a big disrespect to the officials, and that it is. And ultimately, Holm only played 8 minutes for this game, but it has been a tough 8 minutes going toe-to-toe with the Roadrunners. That being said, 3.5 minutes left to go. Chemeketa trailing by 18. It might be the home stretch here for the Roadrunners in their final home game, as a solid 18-point lead, as Liam Spencer gonna get to shoot the shots after the tech. Caden Holm has had himself a tough season, has started 24 out of the 26 games for Chemeketa, hasn't started tonight. He averages about 20 minutes, 5 to 6 points per game, shoots really well from the field, as a matter of fact. Brady shoots 61% from in the paint, from on the floor, but unfortunately, motion just getting the better of him here tonight. It's a tough loss, a frustrating loss versus Lynn Benton, as now down by 19. Jackson Oglesby looking to make it, hit the 20 mark.
It's tough to win games on the road when you're only shooting below 20% from 3, and as we see here, they kept it close, but that percentage just won't put them over that hill for the Storm.
Oglesby sinks the first of the 1-and-1, and yeah, Chemeketa, they've been struggling with that three-point shot all night long, sitting at 16. We knew that was one of the main threats that the coaching staff from Lynn Benton talked about, as this free throw will fall in, 81-60, as Cedric Barnes will hop in for Oglesby, the sophomore, looking to end out the final 3.5 minutes. But Chemeketa really looking to do anything they can, at least for pride at this point. Brady is trying to chip away at a 21-point lead, and under 4 minutes. Not easy to do. Cooper Goebel looking to be the man to do it. Goes back outside to right, back into the paint now. Out to Goebel. Corner three contested well by Smith. Does not matter. Cooper Goebel will add another triple on.
That was a tough three with a hand in his face there in the corner, but nice shot there. Little too late here with only 3 minutes left, but nice shot.
Goebel still having himself a solid performance. 19 points and 10 rebounds. He's got himself a double-double. And what a play from Ford, keeping it in bounds and tossing it off of Ken Wright, and gets a warm cheer from not only the bench, but the home crowd here in Albany. What a play from Isaiah Ford.
That's just full-on effort there, missing his three and making up for it, chasing it and saving the play. Nice play there from Young.
Less than 3 minutes. Lin-Ben trying to add on as many as they can, just put on a show here in their final home game. Liam Spencer looking to do exactly that. The follow-up from Cedric Barnes. What a finish from Barnes.
Barnes is having an all-time game tonight on sophomore night, and it's just great to see that.
Now some good defense from Cade Smith. Late whistle called, and Smith will pick up his second personal. As 2 shots will fall to Goebel. He's continued to be the bright spot so far for Chemeketa, but it isn't enough when we're seeing a team effort like we haven't seen before from Lin-Ben.
Goebel reaching a double-double here with 19 points and 20 points now with that free throw and 10 rebounds on the night. So he's really standing out for the Storm. Too bad they haven't been shooting that well from three.
Crowd applauding as Micah Young will get some time in, maybe his final time at home here as a Roadrunner, stepping in place of Eli Lerman at the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Second free throw up and good. Chemeketa still trailing by 18 with 2.5 minutes left to go. And it looks like the sophomores just getting some action here and looking to get some nice plays to end off their season at home here at Lin-Ben Community College. Goebel fights for this one. Barnes still on it, taps it through the legs of Wright, but it looks like we're gonna see a foul on Barnes. And now it looks to be turned the other way. The officials discussing Chemeketa. Not happy at all.
That's a tough call there for the Storm. Believe that's going to be the 5th foul on Goebel. Just a fight for the ball there on the ground, more just an effort play. And
now a technical foul for Jeff Williams, the head coach of Chemeketa. And it all seems to be falling apart for the Storm. Late here, Cooper Goebel, he's sitting at 5 fouls. He's still sitting on the court. And now we will see him swapped out. So Goebel fouls out. We've seen 2 techs, one on the head coach and one on Caden Holm. And now with 2:16 left to go, the officials discussing what's going to be the outcome of this play. But Chemeketa, they kept it close for so long, and as time has ticked down here, Brady, they've seemed to just lose more and more of a grip on this game. Seeing 2 techs late, seeing their lead scorer foul out late, it just seems to all be kind of coming downhill, and with 2:16 left to go, it does feel like this game is all but over.
It's a bummer that they kind of letting the motions get to them a bit. They had a great first half, staying in that game, only about 5 to 7 throughout that half, and then within about seven minutes left in this half, they've kind of lost that touch a little bit, kind of letting those emotions get to them, and turned out that this lead is gonna up to 20.
Yeah, as Liam Spencer will knock down both free throws. Igor Pova back on the floor in place of Cooper Goebel. Now we're gonna see Barnes get his shots as well. The 2 for the tech and the 2 for being in the bonus. So Lin-Ben a chance to push this lead to 20 plus going into the final 2:16. And Barnes will sink the first. He'll win himself his second. And what a showing it's been for the Roadrunners in their final home game of the 2025 season. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and boy, are they having themselves a great finish. Chemeketa just haven't been able to do enough to stop the Roadrunners here tonight.
It's hard to get a stop when 5 players for the Beaks are in double digits scoring-wise, and that was a nice drive there for the Storm with getting the and one.
Gabe Wigington able to get the 2, win himself a free throw as well, but even with the and one play, you can see not a lot of hype over on the Chemeketa bench. Seem to maybe know that it's already over. We know that they're frustrated with everything that's been happening this game, but still a nice play from Wigington to get up 2 more, chance to make it 3 on the play. Will knock down the first. And a little bit of a lapse from everyone on the court, as it was just an and one, but everyone thinking for a moment that he had 2 shots, so play will go the other way for Lin-Ben. Young to Ford. Now to Spencer. Barnes waiting down low. He'll come up to set the screen. Immediately rotating Spencer, lets one fly, no good, and an athletic finish from Cade Smith. He'll add on 2 more. He's sitting at 16.
Smith has been a little quieter this half, but great rebound and finish there, and up to 16.
I think one of the biggest reasons why I think they haven't needed him a ton this whole half is he has been quiet, but they've still been continuing their lead, and a nice 2 being put away by Sawyer Heald. That's his first bucket of the night, coming late here in the final minute and a half. Smith looking to go to work, goes right back out to Barnes. And Barnes will slow things down in that victory lap. Steal by Pova. Micah Young able to hang on to it. Spencer. Again, coming off that 37-point game versus Umpqua. Has had himself a solid night. Ford losing control to back beat to Spencer. No, Pova will kick it out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Beaks, a minute and 2. And this really is the victory lap here at home.
Great finish here for the Beaks. Great second half here. Shooting pretty well. Being aggressive on defense. And like we said earlier, turnovers were a little bit of a problem, but they really brought it in towards the end of this half, and they'll get this victory tonight.
3 no good from Spencer. Wigington out, miscommunication from Chemeketa, and it's going to be a turnover, and we're going to see a 5-player check-in as all the sophomores will get themselves a rest applause here in Albany, Oregon, as the final send-off for the sophomores is here. All the freshmen looking to take over next season for the Beaks. Gabe Townsend, Eli Lerman, Jackson Oglesby, Kenyon Jones, and Micah Mendoza, all back on the floor for the Roadrunners.
That moment there seemed a little symbolic with those sophomores off the court and the freshmen on the court, and so great to see that, and great to see the sophomores have a good night tonight.
Definitely an emotional night for the Roadrunners. You know, that final home game always special, as this one will be out of play. It was a lob attempt from Jones to Oglesby, contested well, but 23 seconds left to go, and it did seem to be symbolic, as it looks like the sophomores handing the reins over to the freshmen, saying, keep this program strong, have yourselves a great next season, and they're looking to hold on to it. That they will. Final time ticking down, 10 seconds down off the clock. Lin-Ben with one heck of a performance here, 89-70 versus the Chemeketa Storm, and their season not over yet. Brady, the playoff hopes still alive.
Got one tonight, controlled what they could control, and they got 2 more ahead of them, and great finish, but season isn't over. Let's see what they can do the next 2 games, and great finish tonight.
Yeah, Chemeketa, tough game for them, dropping by 19 to the Beaks, but ultimately a solid fight all throughout sophomore night. Will come to a close here at Lin-Ben Community College. What a performance it was from those sophomores, as an 89-70 finish, one of the highest scoring games we've seen from Lin-Ben in quite a bit. It was a lot of fun to watch.
40 points in the paint for the Roadrunners. Great finish here. 16 assists on those 40 points, so great performance from those sophomores.
Yeah, it's been a night to watch, but we are going to cut to a quick break before our post-game send-off. Lin-Ben 89, Chemeketa 70. We'll be right back. Post-game here at Lin-Ben Community College. The Beaks got a great win to end off to 70. The field goal percentage, one of the biggest things to look at, 51% from the field from the Roadrunners. Usually shoot about 45%, all the way up to 51. Knocked down a few threes as well, stayed efficient on their free throws, and ultimately a great performance all around from so many players. Liam Spencer dropping 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Cedric Barnes having the second double-double of his career on sophomore night, 17 points, 14 rebounds. Smith dropped 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Oglesby had 12 points. Mendoza had 10. Townsend had 9. Lerman had 3. Ford had 3. Micah Young had 2. And Kenyon Jones, well, it was just fun to watch.
Great all-around win for Lynn Benton. Cedric Barnes, like we said, having his second career double-double. Great moment there with a blocked shot and then a 3 on the other end, just highlighting his efficiency, highlighting his impact on the game, as well as Mendoza, after that injury, taken off the floor, coming back, got an applause, and then he's able to finish through contact, get that 2 points. After that injury, just great night.
Yeah, showing what a leader he's going to be next season for the Runners. It was amazing to see that symbolic turnaround. All 5 sophomores leaving, all 5 freshmen coming onto the court, going to take the reins next year for the Roadrunner program. Cooper Goebel, another player to mention for Chemeketa. He put up 21 points, 10 rebounds, a solid double-double there. Left it all out on the court, fouling out. Gabe Wigington had 17 points, few rebounds, couple assists. Kent Wright had 12 points as well, but ultimately for Chemeketa, not as efficient as they needed to be. That 37% shooting from the floor needed to be better. Went 5 of 27 from range. We've seen them do better in the past, but it wasn't enough tonight.
Got to give the Storm credit for coming out here, competing on the road, trying to spoil this sophomore night, but just unable to do that with those shooting percentages.
Do want to give a shout out to Lynn Benton Community College and the athletic director, Mark Majeski, for allowing KBVR TV to host this beautiful matchup on a nice night here in Albany, Oregon for sophomore night as well, the final home game of the season. Also want to give a shout out to all of the guys we got working here at KBVR TV, our producer, Brynn Kirkland, our punch director, Ben Agmon, our cams, Gordon Truong, Lilly, Goodyear, Amergin, McDavid, our audio guy, Caleb Matson, graphics, Caden Ross, engineers, Andy Sloan, Elijah Ziegler, and as well as our advisor, Steven Sandberg, my co-host in Brady, Elliott, myself, Brad. I'm not giving myself a shout out.
You should,
Why
Brad.
not? But that being said, that is all we have for you all tonight. Final score one more time, Lynn Benton, 89-70 over Chemeketa here on sophomore night. It has been a beautiful night for basketball, a beautiful night for the Roadrunners. We'll see you all next time.